Namaste, guys. ChristianRLong, life enhancement consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Sunday. I don't know why I keep saying, God, it's already Sunday. I've done 2 streams today and I can't even remember it's Sunday. Welcome, Laura. Namaste. Welcome to the Daily Dose of Light, Love, and Power. This is our 3rd stream for the day, and our final topic for today is the divine will aspect. The will aspect. So I want to cover this real quick. I think it's quite interesting. So how many of us have heard the term magic before? And how many of us have heard the term magician? What is a magician? A lot of times people think of magicians as somebody with a top hat, pulling a rabbit out of the top hat, maybe sparkling fingers, maybe sleight of hand, right? So they're changing the perception of people and they're showing an illusion to make the person, Jenna, namaste, to think that the illusion they're seeing is true, is real, right? So that's called entertaining magic. But then you have different kinds of magic that are real magic. And a true magician, like a great, great teacher like Merlin, is a manipulator of subtle energies. So, you know what makes the difference between black magic and white magic is the intention. So someone who is a magician can manipulate, Yvonne, Namaste, can manipulate or move subtle energy with their thoughts, with their words, with their feelings, and with their actions, right? You can manipulate energy. Hello, long lost friend. The act of moving your hand is a function of will. The act of going from one feeling to another feeling is an act of will. Going from one thought to another kind of thought is an act of will, right? So what's based on using your will properly, that's called white magic. White magic, I've been doing lots of videos, Yvonne. Lots and lots of videos. I see you change your profile pictures. Good to see you. So, your intention is what determines whether you're using it for goodwill, the will to do good, or you're using it for ill will. So the same exercises of, how should I put this, of manipulating matter, which is what magic is, which is what a function of the higher will is, it has to be accompanied with the heart, the development of the heart, right? Because a saint and a tyrant both have power, both have will, both can make things happen, but their intentions of why they're doing what they're doing are different. The saint has altruistic intentions, selfless intentions to alleviate the suffering of humanity, and the tyrant has selfish intentions, selfishness, and wants to enslave humanity for their own personal desires, fulfillment, what have you, right? Does that make sense? So, with today's topic of the daily dose of divine light, love, and power, the power aspect, the will aspect, we are all magicians. We're all people who can use our will for good, or we can all use our will for bad. We have the choice of how we're going to use that will. Koli, Atman, I'm going to say to you back, we all have the choice of how we're going to use our will. So then you have red magicians, which another way of saying red magic. I love being a magician and manifesting. Exactly. You have red magic, or people who take lower vibrational energies and transmute those energies to higher vibrational energies, typically with another person. So that's red magic or red tantra. Lily, Atma Namaste. Does that make sense? So it's based on the development of the heart of how you're going to use the will aspect. And we are all manifesting and materializing every single moment of our life with every thought we think, with every word we speak, and with every action we act upon. Right? And what makes those good thoughts, good words, and good actions is the development of the heart. What makes them bad thoughts, bad words, and bad actions is lack of development of the heart and impurity and vices within that person. It's interesting. So you said, I'd love to learn more about red magic. it is not an easy thing to practice. And through my experience and my understanding of the work I've done over the past 16 years, is it's best to do those practices with people or person that you're going to be committed to, monogamous with, in order to do those practices, because they're super, super binding your energy body to the energy body of another person, right? So you don't practice these higher things willy-nilly with anyone and everyone. You have to be discerning of who you do what with. So could you mind to tell regarding red magic? So you guys are interested in red magic. Okay. I like this. For the right circumstances. Yes. Right person. So I'll give you an example to give you guys a little context. So many, many years ago, Grandmaster Cho Koksui, the gentleman on the back wall, developed a class called Arhatic Sexual Alchemy. And in that class, you're taught specific techniques and practices to merge your energy with another person for you both to spiritually grow and evolve with one another. But in the early stages, because people were not aware enough and trained enough, they were misusing the technique and getting not so good results in return. So Master Choa stopped teaching this class in the United States for a period of several years, and then within the past 10 years, that school or that practice has been re-released to the higher practitioners with greater requirements in order for people to practice those techniques. Because to practice those techniques, it's recommended to have a bigger energy body, a cleaner energy body, and also to have a level of character building so you don't misuse those practices and teachings and techniques. Make sense? So it's very, very powerful and it's very, very potent. But as with anything, if you have a scalpel and you put a scalpel in the hand of a child, they can hurt someone or hurt themselves. But if you take a scalpel and put it in the hand of a trained surgeon, it can save a life, right? So you have to be very careful on who gets what tools. And that requires a lot of discernment from a spiritual practitioner and spiritual teacher of who they're going to teach, what they're going to teach, when they're going to teach, and what doses they're going to give it in. Antoinette, namaste. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that's what I wanted to jump on and share with you guys today, that each and every one of us are magicians. We're little baby magicians, or we're very, very advanced magicians, but the magician is the will aspect of the soul of manipulating and moving subtle energies. As a white magician, we use subtle energies to help heal people. As a black magician, we use subtle energies to hurt and enslave people. And as a red magician, we use those energies to combine our energies with another person for spiritual growth, evolution, and development at an accelerated rate. So that's all I'm going to really say about this topic. It's a fascinating topic that you could spend the next 20 years going very, very deep into and practicing and mastering it. But it requires a very, very high degree of awareness, character building, purification, understanding of what you're doing and how you're doing it. So I hope that helps. For those of you who are looking for healing and transformation, feel free to go to my website, ChristianRLong.com. It's my name. Sign up for a distant pranic healing session right then and there during this time of the coronavirus. It's very effective because you don't have to leave your house. I don't have to leave my house, but we can still provide healing. We can still provide transformation. We can still provide growth for you and benefiting your friends, your family members, and your community. So any author of Red Magic books do you suggest? Yes, I would suggest most books by Mantak Chia. Mantak Chia, M-A-N-T-A-K, Chia, C-H-I-A, Mantak Chia. He is a practitioner of sexual transmutation and sexual transformation, how to conserve sexual energy, circulate sexual energy, and how to use sexual energy between you and another person. As with anything, you're only going to get so much knowledge and energy and value. Yes, correct. So much energy and value from reading a book versus actually taking a class under the guidance of a qualified teacher or an instructor. So for instance, right, Grandmaster Toa Koksui, my teacher, look, it's the same picture here and on the wall. this book, Origins of Modern Pranic Healing and Hatha Yoga, he goes into great detail of the different classes. There's over 20 classes within pranic healing, and he talks about many of those classes and gives you insight into them. But reading the book and actually attending the class, completely different experience. Because here you get the theoretical, right? The theoretical. But in the class you get the what? Experiential with the theoretical. So you can read a book about sexual alchemy, you can read a book about sexual transmutation, you can read a book about red tantra or red magic, but until you experience it directly and firsthand, your understanding is going to be minimal. Make sense? So that's it, guys. I appreciate your time, your energy, your questions. May the good karma come back to you and your family many, many times in this Sunday evening. Check back in with us tomorrow at 8 o'clock a.m. for another daily dose of light, love, and power. I don't know what subject we're going to focus on. You're very welcome, Yvonne. Much love to you. Juliana's coming onto the stream, bringing the heat. Let me know how I can continue serving you guys in the future with new topics, practices that you'd be interested in learning more and experiencing more of, and healing. The work that I do one-on-one with people is we do 30 minutes of understanding of a certain area in your life you're stuck in. And if you penetrate that area very deeply, you can transform. And then we do 30 minutes of healing connected to the thing that you got understanding and awareness on. Very profound and much, much faster than just traditional, say, psychotherapy by itself. So we recommend do your psychotherapy, do your counseling, do your coaching, do your mentoring, and then add pranic healing to it to accelerate the healing rate for yourself. So, thank you guys very, very much. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you tomorrow. This is Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, wishing you a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and a beautiful life. Atma, Namaste. Bye-bye.